Attention true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Is compromised.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You work in a fucking gym, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuck to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's the rule, and you can't sit with us. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't sit with us!
Do it my way.
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drinks.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen B, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen B. I'm not talking about Queen B. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen B.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I go. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B, bring the information on Queen B. We're done with Queen B. Queen B's in my crosshairs. There's Queen B's channel. Queen B thinks she can. But Queen B is reformed. I bet you Queen B gets tricked. Queen B.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessed with me.
They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me, hide where I go. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me, 'cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B would think she could.
Anybody at Queen B show earlier.
We talked about Queen B and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen B's.
I heard Queen B. We got bailing on Salty for Queen B, and some people not the Queen B. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen B over here on Queen B.
Queen B, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
You'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening, guys? I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to be on here about an hour and a half ago or so, but I got wrapped up with stuff at home and had to get some stuff done. So I apologize. Burnt Toast will be live too, so I wanted to get a start on this because we're only going to be on here for a couple hours. We're going to try to get through as many of these as we can with Lana and Melissa. We're on part 3. I think we're starting on number 12, video 12. So I'm going to get it going. Hold on one second.
That August 2020.
Can you guys hear that okay? I thought we on video 13. I thought we were on number 12. What's up, Boston?
Yo.
Did we stop on number 12
I
or
believe
number 11?
I believe 12. I remember you saying last night. I believe 12.
Let me go look. I was going to say I'll go look at the other live real fast and see where we left off.
Word.
Because I'm pretty sure it was 12.
I'm excited for this. I can't wait for Melissa to lay the hammer down.
Hold on.
Yep. I click on my Discord. It's making noises. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good Monday. PC says, Queen is British now? I love it. I do a little British twang here and there. Yes, Indy, I can't wait for this. I've heard so much about it. What up, Quirky? Nenny? What up, Ro? We left at, at 13, I think they're saying. Rose said, Queen. Ooh.
What? I'm sorry, Boston. What'd you say, that girl? What's up, baby?
13.
Hey.
What was you talking about?
Rowena said 13 we left off at. Hey, that girl.
Okay, so we're on this number 12. Let's go to 13. I figured I would have already been on that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have. Here's number 15. It's got a little bit played, but 13. 12's all the way played through, so it must be 13 that we're on.
Yep.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so let's roll. Let's ride. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to try to get through some of this, a little bit of this. All right, here we go, y'all.
Your Honor. So you just stated that the purpose of tagging somebody would be to infiltrate the algorithm. That was your words.
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yet, when you were questioning me, did you not state that me simply helping Andrea in that group with correcting her hashtags was with the intent to take over the algorithm and destroy your livelihood?
It depends on what the message is behind it, but absolutely, it depends on what you're putting out there. When there's a message behind it, so like when you write anything on social media, if I'm hashtagging, they're seeing the product, they're seeing the information that you're providing. If I am providing information that is for the purpose of humiliation, then that's wrong. If I'm providing information to show that somebody is lying about me and I'm trying to defend my name, my integrity, my livelihood, then yes, I'm going to use the same hashtag all of you guys created first to have to take them over, because when you guys are Googling my name, you guys have taken over my name to the point that when you type in Lana Oriani, when you type in Fight for a Family, when you type in Truth and Transparency, it's all your humiliation videos that you taught them how to do.
I taught them how to do?
Yes, that's what you testified to, that you told them the correct way to do it. The correct way to hashtag so that it is seen by as many viewers as possible.
Why didn't you include the full context of the group chat that included the video that I helped Andrea with the hashtags for?
I can include the whole chat. The whole chat is so detrimental to your case. The whole chat that's 1,500 pages. And speaking of which, the
She's
page
not
that you saved on is
responsible
page
for everybody
77.
she's not responsible for everybody in her fucking chat, though. That's the problem.
That's where you say, hey ladies, it's on the bottom of page, 76. And it's, you say, hey ladies, first off, thanks for coming on my panel last night, Lala. It was a really amazing discussion and I appreciate your input. Thanks, Andrea, for being in the chat and participating. It felt really fucking good. And that live chat was all about myself and you getting it out there of what a stalker predator I am.
Do you have proof of that? Do you have proof of that? Where in the chat does that say that?
I'm telling you what the video is. And yes, I do have proof of the video because
How do you know?
I have the videos. I have to pull them out of my dump drive.
So you didn't submit a video as crucial as that into evidence today?
Oh, we will. Oh, we will now. I'm redirecting myself 100%, Miss Jade. I'm pointing out what you were saying and what it's about. And that you had people on your panel and all you did was page 76.
Of exhibit.
The big one.
Exhibit 1.
Yes,
Okay.
exhibit 1.
So why, when
If just for the record, on page 77, it says the last 4 minutes cannot be played. We won't. That's to do because you guys were playing the audio from my court hearing in Denver, and you guys couldn't play the last 4 minutes because that's where the judge shows that it's misconduct, and you guys had that, and you guys couldn't play those final 4 minutes.
Objection.
All right, that's non-responsive.
What page is this?
And again, this is stuff back in 2022 that you believe she was saying about you, or she was saying about you, whatever. But again, I just want to point out this is going back to 2022, right?
Yes, I'm answering her questions of when this was every day in 2021, beginning in December to then it was constant with leading up into me going to Denver. They were monitoring me. That's what this is all about.
I understand you may say it's every day, but it was still in 2022. I'm just.
Yes, and it continued every day because James for her. That's my testimony.
Objection. Speculation.
She believes the circumstantial evidence shows a causal link between whatever James is doing and you. Okay, I get it that's your defense is that she hasn't proven it. Okay, I understand what both of you are saying. Okay, we don't need to keep digging at each other. We're never going to get the factual information out if all we want to do is every time somebody says something, somebody wants to present legal argument as to why they're wrong. That's not what Q&A is for. Next question.
Facts and evidence.
Lord, here we go with the bullshit.
Count the perfectlies.
Little bit gifted a membership. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you supporting the Hive. Thank you so much. Rowena gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you guys supporting the Hive, supporting this crazy ass motherfucking court date we're covering right now. It's insanity. If you guys got one, make sure you say thank you. All right, let's turn this crazy shit back on.
So for every single instance that I have provided and I have submitted into evidence where you have tagged me, I was directly contacted by you. Yet you have provided zero evidence of any times where I have tagged you or your channel. Is that correct?
Miss Jade, you may have submitted stuff as far as giving it to the judge. I have not seen anything. You've not said,
okay,
look
that's
at
fair because we don't know. Listen, we haven't gone over all your evidence yet. All right, I understand your point. I do, but I don't want to argue about this anymore. She's asking you, have you submitted anything where she has directly contacted you from her channel recently? And your responses would be, you think that everything you're pointing to is that circumstantial evidence. I got it.
No, that's not it. She also deleted everything from her channel.
Okay, and that's your testimony too, that
Thank you
would have had evidence, but you think she deleted things that would have shown direct contact. Okay, from her channel. I got it. We're beating a dead horse at this point.
I'm answering her questions.
And I'm saying we're beating a dead horse. Let's move on. Do you have another line of questioning?
Unfair.
Yeah, I think it's weird how she seemed to maybe favor Lana. I don't know if she did, but it came across that way.
No, it 100% does. 100%. It's like she doesn't want to deal with her.
So you stated on record that the statute of limitations was already up in regards to you disseminating my explicit material. So are you openly admitting how you committed a crime but simply got away with it due to the amount of time which has passed?
No, I'm not admitting to a crime. A statute, you have to prove intent, all that stuff, Miss Jade. Okay? And I'm saying, if you felt some type of way about that, which we're going to get to that, then you should have gone about it the way that you needed to go about it. But you instead let James threaten me to say that he's going to pick you up in his truck, throw you in the back of the truck, and drive here.
All right, that's non-responsive. Next question.
How did you already know what the statute of limitations were for that specific crime? Have you already looked into this because you were aware of the crime you have committed against me?
I run a YouTube true crime channel. I try to be up on everything to do with if I'm covering whatever it is I'm covering. I try to educate myself, Ms. Jade.
Did she just say
Specifically
that?
on dissemination of explicit material?
Yeah, when you're set up for things like that, absolutely. I definitely don't need to be speaking about anything that has to do with my criminal matter that I was set up for, and I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
That's not anything to do with the criminal matter. That's separate. So isn't it true
yes,
that
I'm an
you
educated
filed?
woman.
Okay. Isn't it true that you filed this protective order, though, that out of fear that I could potentially be testifying as a witness at your criminal case, since you also committed the same crime against me?
Objection.
Overruled. You can say yes or no.
Miss Jade, your little boyfriend James came to Ohio in September of 2022. I filed against you.
Listen, it's a yes or no question. She's
The answer is
asking
no.
yes. The answer is no.
Okay, thank you.
Yes or no? Damn it.
Right?
Is it true that you filed this protective order as a way to intimidate me out of pursuing pressing charges?
Absolutely not.
Is it true that it was only 3 days after you were legally served the paperwork notifying you of your criminal charges that you filed for this protective order?
This case came about in 2022. I filed on you in 2023. So no.
So it would be testimony that I could disprove that?
What was the question?
3 days after you were legally served the papers for your criminal case is when you filed this protection order against me. Is that not true?
When I was served what?
Your papers in the
She's
criminal
serious?
case. Your criminal
With
case.
who?
The state of Ohio.
And that's why I filed on you?
She's asking you.
I said no.
Listen, no. It's a simple question. She's saying, isn't it true that this stalking case got filed 3 days after you were served with legal papers in that separate criminal case initiated by the state of Ohio? That's all she's asking.
Oh, I didn't have these papers as far as this legal case until right before I hired my attorney, and we had a hearing on July 28th.
You would say no. That's not
I said no.
Okay.
I know this case being brought to me that she's speaking about on September 24th, 2022.
I'm talking about your criminal charges pending against you that you're out on bond for.
The answer is no, Miss Jade.
Okay. Just for clarity, I don't know if you're referring to something different.
Yeah, with all the law enforcement agencies that you guys contact. Yep.
I've never. Okay, all right.
Let's not argue back and forth.
Boom. She dropped a fucking bomb.
I didn't know she was out on bond. Hey, what the hell?
Boom.
Bomb.
Kapow. So I didn't know. I didn't know if maybe you was thinking about something else.
I have another question.
Isn't it true that you are actually not seeking help from the courts at all in regards to alleged harassment being done by me versus using this as a fishing expedition to obtain information on my friends?
Absolutely not, Miss Jade. Otherwise, I'd have witnesses here doing a fishing expedition. I have you here.
You had the ability to ask all of the questions. Isn't that exactly what you wanted? The majority of this case consisted of you asking questions about my relationship with James and Vanessa. You no longer can pursue Vanessa because she has a lifetime restraining order on you.
Objection,
You no
Your
longer
Honor.
can
Is this
pursue
she
James
testifying?
because he is a victim in the criminal case that is pending against you. So I am the next one up on that totem pole.
Miss Jade, I
Isn't
filed
that
this
true?
because of what you set up and put in motion with your friends back in
Why now?
2021, and you continue to do to this day.
Okay, she's asking
now.
why now?
Because I finally got the proof that I needed to show how gets a restraining order. Then they always talk about plausible deniability. They then concoct this way to do it because because I don't have the evidence, I finally got the evidence to show how you guys do things behind the scenes. And what you did was that you entered him in that group. He is your online
Betty.
muscle. Why don't you do things yourself? I don't know,
Anna.
Miss Jade. Why you keep testifying and saying, ask me questions about why have you not seen anything on my channel? Because you have an online muscle, Miss Jade, that does it for you. That's why.
Oh my God. Who does this sound like?
You have an online muscle that does it for you.
Wow. Look at our hands.
You're
Look at
like the
our hands.
cartel. You guys all work together behind the scenes.
Right?
Man.
Watch Lana's hands, everybody.
I mean, they're both blondes. Maybe it's like her niece or something, right?
Here we go.
You don't have anything on your channel because you are a weak woman, Miss Jade, and I'm here to testify to what you do and pretend to be a victim every day of your life while thinking the world is flat.
So you waited to file after years, and it was me dropping James into my own private group chat that you are not in that gave you the evidence to finally pursue this protection order against you and your child.
Yes, because I'm showing how you are calling the shots, Miss Jade. You are providing the material for him to go out and do what he's been doing to me. just like he contacted the courts, Miss Jade, because you went running to him after this proceeding on Tuesday to go fix your problems that you think you have. And are you recording this right now? Because how would James know anything that took place in this courtroom?
You asked me any questions. Right?
You're right.
Next question.
You stated on record that you were being falsely charged. Are you implying that the district attorney is incapable at doing his job?
I'm implying that in an affidavit, 100% a detective, and I want to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can do that. I'm going to allow you to do that.
Are you suggesting that disseminating nude pictures and telecommunications harassment is something that the state of Ohio is just decided to charge you with without any evidence?
Objection, Your Honor. Myself has invoked the Fifth Amendment.
You can. I could ask my question and you can invoke your fifth.
Right. So you're invoking your right not to ask the question, not to answer the question. Okay. And I'm not going to make you answer it. Okay. But she's entitled to ask questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor. So isn't it true that you have reenacted a mock trial, this very trial actually, on your public YouTube channel multiple times, where you play out what you believe would happen between me and you in a courtroom multiple times throughout the past 2 years?
Miss Jade, what I do on my channel is
answer it.
I'm going to answer it. Is a mock trial about you has to do with the sex panel and setting me up every step of the way.
Yes, you have done.
I've done a mock trial of Miss Jade being deposed. It's a deposition, Miss Jade. You can Google what that means.
Isn't it true that you even have pretended to be a lawyer and will make objections while doing this mock trial?
Miss Jade, a mock trial is just that. I was showcasing what you have done to me through the sex scandal that you set up with James. Or not, she wasn't involved yet. And the ringleader of it all is Vanessa, plausible deniability, because she's too incapable of making acceptable content as a creator.
What in the hell?
This is where it goes downhill. Lana.
What's up, Beat the
Isn't it true that while doing the mock trial, you will take on numerous roles, including that of lawyers, where you will make objections?
I'm my own lawyer, as I am here today. On my channel, I run my channel. I don't know how objection relevancy. I just can't even believe.
Okay, listen, it's not that difficult a question. If it's a mock trial, then I'm presuming that somebody is playing the role of
Multiple
attorney,
people.
So just say yes.
Yes, I said that.
No, you didn't. You want to go off and be sarcastic and just answer the question. I mean,
the question.
You know what? We're going to have 10 days of hearing at this point.
The answer is yes, I have mock trials on my channel. The answer is yes, I've had a mock trial about you on my channel.
The question was, have you sometimes played the role of a lawyer in the mock trial? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, listen, everybody just doesn't want somebody to land a point. It doesn't help your case. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh my God, she thinks she's a lawyer. I would assume that's what a mock trial is. There's people that play the role of parties. There's people who play the role of attorneys. I get that, okay?
Just answer the question, yes or no.
Yes or no, answer the question.
The judge is losing her
patience.
patience.
That you actually have the exact screenshots that you have submitted into evidence against me today, sitting up on your second channel, Lippy and Lean, that you have used as the evidence in your mock trials. And the reason that other messages are highlighted that aren't relevant to this case right now is because they were relevant during your mock trials.
What's the question?
Why don't you break it down? Because initially you started asking, isn't it true that some of the evidence she used here is used in the mock trials? Is that what you're asking?
I apologize.
It's okay.
Isn't it true that the evidence that you have submitted against me in this trial, well, in this case, sorry, is currently sitting up on your channel from the mock trials that you have done about me?
Dun, dun, dun.
What I've shown in my mock trials, I never had exhibits in my mock trials. I just simply showed the messages on August 23rd, 2023, after you dropped
yes or no
that chat to harass my witness.
Oh my God.
And to have him then harass and humiliate me online. I then showed all of the messages that you guys had in that three-way chat after all of that had happened to show where it truly came from. That it did not come from James. It came from you It came from
Oh my God.
and
Just
then it was
answer the fucking
infiltrated into the
question.
internet by your muscle online. So I was showing the connection, and I was showing, because of what you've been doing to me, absolutely on my mock trial, have I shown what you've done?
Oh,
I have no idea what's up on my channel, but I can tell you I don't delete stuff like you, Miss J. So if I've shown it, I've shown it.
All of these screenshots, pretty much in their entirety, are sitting up.
Then you
on
should have
your
had a heads
channel
up and known how to defend yourself, I guess.
and
How
have been
stupid am I?
used.
Oh,
Isn't that
Jesus
true?
What was the last part?
Well, see,
Pretty much.
Listen, why don't you let her ask the question before you start talking, or you would have heard it. I can't tell you any further.
Yeah. Shut
Again,
the
I'm going
fuck
to
up,
object to
Lana.
relevancy.
It's relevant, overruled.
Okay.
Overruled,
Thank you,
bitch.
Your Honor.
Shut up.
So pretty
Get in the
much all
corner.
of the evidence that you have submitted against me has been up on your channel for a while now, and you have used it to reenact mock trials.
I haven't had a mock trial in a long time on you, Miss Jade.
And it's been sitting up on your channel for a long time.
Okay, yes. What's your point?
And the reason that irrelevant messages are highlighted in our exhibits here today is because this is reused material for other cases.
That's absolutely not correct. I didn't have this material. This hasn't been used in other cases. That's absolutely incorrect. And actually, she's been the magistrate, so she can probably go back and look at the exhibits. I didn't have this chat then, Miss Jade.
Miss Jade.
If I would have, a lot of things wouldn't have happened.
So are you saying that the messages that are highlighted are significant in our hearing?
Miss Jade, I have no idea, because you haven't supplied me with anything. I have no idea what you're referring to on my channel. So my answer to this is I don't know what you're asking, because you're not showing me anything. And I'm not going to blindly answer questions that I believe have no relevancy.
Ms. Oriani.
So again, I'll object to relevance.
Ms. Oriani.
But you can answer
The
it.
exhibits.
You don't know what's on your YouTube.
I don't know what's on. I have 716
Thank you.
videos.
Thank you.
Ms. Oriani, the exhibits you have submitted here today as your evidence, are you saying the messages that are highlighted?
I don't know what are
serve up-
highlighted. I answered this.
So they
Wait
don't have
until the
significant
question
relevant.
is
They're not
done.
relevant at all, you're saying.
Okay, listen. When you flip through your exhibits, occasionally there are things, words, certain messages are highlighted. What she's asking you is those highlights.
She's asking about something online, Your Honor. She's not asking about this.
I thought you were asking about the exhibits that.
I am asking about this.
But she's asking me
You're
why
right,
they're out.
Your Honor.
What is she?
Listen. What she's asking you, the exhibits that we have today, exhibits 1 and 2, when you flip through, there are just random things highlighted. What she's asking you is, are they highlighted because it was for purposes of some other proceeding case?
And I answered no.
No, so they're highlighted because they're relevant. for this
They're
case.
they were, if these were highlighted and I did the highlighting, which it's my work, these are probably in different colors. I color coordinate my stuff. Okay.
Oh,
So if I would
Jesus
highlight something on
Christ.
page 89 where it says, at Andrea Powers, are you trying to get in touch with DTOS? That would probably be in a different highlight, because it has to do with, let's say, right there, it says Melissa Jade. I don't know. I don't have these in color. I don't know, but I can tell you that why I highlight things, it's for my own brain and how I learn. It has nothing to do with, that's what I'm saying, objection to relevance. I don't know where this is going.
Oh my
I don't know what she's
God.
talking about on my channel, because she has not shown that. You just asked me, so I'm answering your question as to why some things are highlighted.
You can show it if you'd
There's
like.
different reasons that things would be highlighted.
All right, that's
Would you
the
like me to show
response, is that it's not highlighted because it was relevant for some other case. She's denying that. Okay. Next question.
And I know you don't want me to, but at any point you want me to show the evidence, I have it. You just let me know.
No, I want you to stop getting third parties to come at me.
Objection.
Well, you asked a
See,
question.
that's what
about it.
happens.
All right,
The difference between
Stop. Ask another question, please. Because if you two, I'm going to say this. I don't know what else to do at this point. If you two want to start arguing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, and you two can just argue back and forth.
She's not
That's
arguing, ma'am. Melissa's not arguing.
what you want to
Lana
accomplish.
is.
She's gonna leave the room.
So you
the
don't need me
judge.
for that.
The
But I'll let
judge
you
is
have-
rage
I'll let
quitting.
you have the forum. If that's
The
what you
judge
want,
is
you just want to
rage
hash it out and argue back and forth. I'm not staying.
So unfair.
I've asked time and time again, quit arguing back and forth. Don't interrupt each other. I'm not going to ask again.
Well, don't ask. Demand them to
happens
stop
again,
arguing.
Then
Demand
I'm
Lana
gonna
to
be
shut
done
the
for
fuck
today, And
up.
we'll try again another day. And if it happens again, then I can't.
Then
I can't
dismiss
get the
it.
information I need in, because this isn't the way to do it. And I think I've said that.
Dismiss it.
So
All due respect, you're not going about
if
it the
you
right
want
way
me
either,
to stay
Judge.
and finish up these proceedings, you're going to respect the court process. Understood, Ms. Royani?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood, Ms.
Yes, Your Honor.
So no more getting in digs and arguments and your legal points. That's not
Yes,
proper.
Lana. Shut the fuck up,
Ask a
Lana.
question. Ms. Ryan,
Just
you're going to let her
listen
finish her
and answer
question.
the
Listen to what the
question.
question is, and only answer the question, not what you want the question to be. Not try to evade the point that you think she's trying to make. Just answer the question.
Yes,
what is
Lana.
the next question?
So, the reason that we're here today, isn't it true the reason that we're here today isn't because you're seeking help from the courts at all? It's because this is a big game to you, isn't it?
That's argumentative and leading. And
That just like your mock trials before, you're here to play it out in front of the courts so you can later obtain the footage and play it in front of your YouTube channel and broadcast it to later break it down and further humiliate me and harass me. Isn't that true?
That is not true.
Well, that's a lie.
Isn't it true that you could no longer go after Vanessa, who has a lifetime restraining order on you?
Has to
Or
answer the
James,
objection.
True.
please
Yes.
let me finish my question.
Well, I will say she's allowed to interrupt for purposes of making valid objections. She's saying that it's asking the
Yeah, but she's supposed to wait until the question is done, then object, so the record is clear. Like, let her finish the question, then you object, and then you make a ruling, judge, if she can answer it or not. Not the fucking other way around. If the question is incomplete and you are in the middle of the question, what are you objecting to? You don't know the full question. So,
she's let this go on the whole time, Tim. So therefore, it's just going to keep happening and keep happening.
So,
keep happening.
judge,
it's a total shit show. There's no decorum.
So the judge should be yelling at Lana and say, Lana, wait until the question is done, or you're not gonna, and stop objecting in the middle of the question. Like, this is a waste of fucking time. And I thank God there's no court reporter here, because the fucking court reporter will blow their fucking head off right now. Because you have to wait until the question is fully asked. You make your objection. You look at the magistrate. The magistrate says sustained or overruled, and then you answer it or you don't answer it. Very fucking simple. But apparently, Lana doesn't want to follow the motherfucking rules. The judge doesn't want to enforce the motherfucking rules. So now we got a complete fucking shit show, and the judge is frustrated and is literally going to rage quit and leave the courtroom. While to figure out a protective order, she's going to leave the so-called person that needs protection in the room alone with her so-called harasser so they can argue it out. Like, if you don't see the writing in the wall that this is just out of control, Lana's out of her fucking mind, this whole fucking thing is a farce, it's stupid as hell, I don't know what we can say. But anyway.
The judge let it get here, though. That's the problem.
Just saying, guys. Just saying. I'm sorry for the minor rant, but, you know, you can get play. Oh, she already did that last hearing. Great.
I don't think the judge can be just like, lady, you're out of your mind. I don't think she can really do that.
Vanessa, she has a lifetime protection order.
Right, that you could no longer go after your main targets, and that I'm the next one up, and it's about having some type of win underneath your belt. And this is not about harassment for you. Isn't that
objection
true?
compound?
Okay, answer
You're
the first
not
part. The first part.
Done.
Isn't it true that you can no longer go after Vanessa?
The answer to that is I'm allowed to bring any type of case against Miss. The question to say, isn't it true that I'm not allowed to, or since I can't go after, I'm going after other people?
No.
That would be not only fact.
No, that wasn't the question.
But it's not the
That
reason.
wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
Next question.
That wasn't the question. She didn't answer the question.
In what ways am I personally causing you mental distress to the point that you are seeking out this protective order? Not James, not Vanessa, not troll accounts, me, Melissa, personally.
Miss Jade, what you guys started up in 2021. Mr. Versace has had to clean up your mess because he is tied to you.
Stop. Not you, Queen. I'm saying Lana, stop. Not you. I'm sorry.
Tim, I'm going to need you to take a deep breath and count to 3, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath, baby.
It's like, this is terrible. This is terrible. I'm sitting here, I'm like, she didn't answer the last question. She asked you, isn't it true that you can't go after the so-and-so person? And then she answered, I could go after anyone. Well, that's not fucking answering the question, man. She asked you precisely who you cannot go after. But anyway, you could go. I'll keep quiet. You keep it quiet. Sorry.
Deep breaths.
I'm answering the
No,
question.
you're not. No, you're not. Her question is, what has she personally done? She specifically said, don't talk about what James has done.
The sex panel. You personally did the sex panel. You called me. You went out to creators and you lied to them so that they would then take the stage on live broadcast to label me a sexual predator, to call me and to tell them that I had over 16 victims. Now it's 17. You did that, Miss Jade. You went out and you called me a sexual predator and said, or told people that in private. Then they repeated that publicly and you endorsed it, said that I porn revenged Ludovica Biani by being Rocket Man to put out her nude porn on a live broadcast, said that I committed a crime and that I revenge porn Ludovica Biani. You said on a live broadcast that you didn't even care that your allegedly nudes were sent, that's what this wasn't about. That Miss Oriani is a...
We have the sex panel.
There you go. That's what started it all.
Okay, next question.
So everything that you're referring to is in May of 2020 or 2021? I don't even remember.
You asked what you did personally, Miss Jade. That's what you did personally with other people. Then they
He's asking you, so you're talking about what she did in May of 2021 was what the evidence shows.
Yeah,
yes, and then what she did, she helped me then be able to harass me through third party by allowing Mr. to come into the chat.
Okay,
she did
so
that.
You're saying that she personally
Entered.
Gave him access to the chat. Okay.
Yeah,
she personally did.
That was something that she personally did. Okay. And they did it in a covert manner. And that's the main part of the evidence, is to show how stereotypically they do things. And I was able to obtain that. And that's just the one example that has been going on since 2021.
Okay. So just to break it down very black and white through what you're relaying from 2021 to current, you have the sex panel and also me dropping James into my own private chat that you are using to refer to me causing you so much mental distress that you are seeking out this protection order. Is that correct?
Yeah, the sex panel entitles you making contact with a dozen people. Then in 2021 to 2022, you then made contact with Brim Truther and Yanka, who they have their channels with who pump out the information for you. Then you contacted in 2022 again, Powers, they were pumping out their videos. You contacted Shift Happens, who was pumping out her videos.
Objection, speculation.
You know what?
I'm just trying to show the contact word. Like this is what she's doing personally.
So your point is that she's contacted other people who have put out videos about you.
Yes, and then she's contacted agencies, and she's contacted YouTube creators to not work with me.
Okay, that's her testimony. Whether she's proven that or not, that's for me to decide. Okay.
And Baltimore. And Baltimore.
Another question.
The membership Baltimore stuff.
Which is still on her channel to this day.
Which you have not provided into evidence. Yeah, isn't it Melissa?
I testify to it now, and I will when I redirect myself.
Redirect myself. Oh my god.
Tim's over here about to spring an entire leak.
He's having a connection fit. Holy moly! You right, Tim? Breathe.
Oh my god. She's gonna question. She's gonna redirect herself, meaning that she's gonna make a long speech.
Tim, she's been talking third person this entire time.
Incoherent shit. Like that was a simple yes. That was yes, ma'am. Yes. That's all. But she goes into this incoherent jibble jabble that makes no sense and makes her own testimony meaningless.
I have to think that surely the judge sees this behavior and is taking it all into consideration as to who's the actual danger.
The answer is, Chronicles, no. She hasn't shown anything. She can't connect any of the troll accounts, apparently, to this woman. She hasn't shown any thus far.
She's submitted no evidence whatsoever.
Episode 14. She hasn't submitted anything showing that this woman said anything about calling her a predator, or she would have played it. So she has no evidence for that. Even if she did call her a predator, that would be defamation, not a protective order. Okay. She hasn't shown any connections to these other YouTube channels, that she's coordinated these YouTube channels to attack her. I mean, if she did, it's lost in the sauce because she's talking so much and she's so incoherent. I don't know what the fuck she's claiming. I don't know if she's claiming aliens exist or like Bigfoot, or she needs a protective order. I don't know at this point.
Breathe, Tim, breathe.
I am.
Are you going to be? You want to go hop down for a little bit and then come back up so you can take a break? You okay? Or you all right?
Wine, brother.
I'm good. I'll keep quiet. I just want to say that.
Drink a glass of wine, brother.
I just don't want you to, you know what I'm saying, have a fucking heart attack on us and shit.
Right, I'm waiting for the court lights to flash and be
This was a
Tim
month
has
ago. This happened in December 5th. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Isn't it true that you lied in your claims when you filed for this protection order?
No. That is not true.
Yet you have provided absolutely zero evidence to back up the claims that you wrote when you filed for this protection order.
Ms. Jade, I'm following the statute, which I'm showing is contact, which I'm showing a pattern, which I'm showing you are enticing third parties to do things to me. I'm showing a pattern all the way back to 2021.
At this point, I'm going to say a lot of this line of questioning has been asked and answered. You've made your point. You've asked over and over what's your evidence of these things, okay? Do you have another question?
But she never answers it.
Miss Oriani, sorry. Miss Oriani, how did you obtain this group chat that you have cherry-picked and submitted only partial parts of into evidence today?
I tried to put together the relevant material.
She asked how you obtained the group chat.
Well, that's what she said at the end, so I was answering that first. I tried to put together the relevant material. Like I said, for the completeness of evidence, I have no problem submitting the 1,500 pages, and not one problem with that. Nothing in that chat shines light in you or anybody else positively.
I want you to answer the primary question. How did you obtain it?
I obtained it it was given to me through Andrea Powers when she decided that she was going to testify.
Okay, you got it from Andrea Powers. That's your answer. Next question.
Thank you. So you got it from Andrea Powers. And isn't it true that Andrea Powers herself has stated many times that you have blackmailed her and that she has been fearful of you?
Yeah, and this was Andrea Powers' way of allegedly apologizing, like how Crafton Barnes was apologizing when he saw that when I wasn't the one that had been doing this. She was going to be here to testify in a previous hearing before she was attacked by Jade.
Objection, hearsay.
Hearsay. It's on his channel.
I mean, no, come on. That is hearsay.
His YouTube channel is hearsay?
Yes. That's an out-of-court statement.
Okay. Well, she actually wrote me a letter about it, so it wasn't.
And she's not here to testify. Listen.
Absolutely.
All the question was has Andrea Powers ever alleged that you have blackmailed her and she's fearful of you? That was all she asked you. That's a yes or no question.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. But then you got in your other testimony about how that she has subsequently wanted to apologize, and that's why she gave you these materials. Next question.
So, Ms. Oriani, you claim that you are I am the one harassing you. Yet, why are you seeking out my private communications with people?
I didn't seek them out.
So, how did you come to obtain them? Andrea just came and just willingly said, "Hey, do you want these?" How did that happen?
Yes, and no, Andrea came to me when Jane. I did not have these prior to that.
You had.
She just answered yes and no.
Wait, March 31st of 2023. Your Honor.
You did not have this chat prior to James being added?
Have the chat physically? No, absolutely not.
Can I submit?
I'm answering the question.
Hold on. What do you want to submit?
I'd like to impeach her because that is false.
Well, you can. What do you want to impeach her with? You can do so.
I can prove that she posted to her channel the chat before I added James into it.
Okay, you can ask her that. Ask her about that then.
She just did.
Melissa did a really good job keeping her cool, man.
Well, apparently Lana admitted that that person was scared of her and worried about her. Instead of just saying no to that question, she answered yes. It sounded like a complete idiot just now.
Go ahead.
Ask her. Did you not post publicly to your channel screenshots of that chat?
I obtained
from who?
Andrea Powers.
Okay, so initially, because you had started off, Miss she was trying to answer it, and then you cut her off with another line of questioning, which sometimes does happen, but just answer for me. How did you obtain screenshots, and then why did you subsequently obtain the entire group chat? Go ahead.
I obtained the screenshots because James was harassing Andrea Powers. He started putting her stuff out there. Okay, all this stuff. And when he got dropped into the chat, he writes to her and says, LOL, I run this bitch. Hi, Andrea. And she said, oh my God, he is crazy. He paid $200 to get their other chats that had to do with
objection hearsay.
Fabio.
Okay, you are going to.
I'm
some
saying,
of it. Listen, all of it's hearsay. Some of it's admissible because it's showing. It's getting to the point of how she obtained access.
I never asked for it.
I'm not admitting it for the truth that any of this is true. I'm just trying to gain an understanding as to how these got in her hands, which is kind of what you were asking her too. Okay, so we're never going to get there. Okay, but you then start going off on tangents and want to drop in additional detrimental negative testimony about things that aren't relevant here. So don't do that. Focus on. So Andrea finds out that James got added. And what I'm trying to get to, how did she eventually come to you with it? That's what we're trying to find out.
Andrea Powers and came to me because they realized that Vanessa and James were lying and saying this, that I poisoned their dog, that, oh, the sport.
Okay, all right. So they said they're lying about you.
Yes, and it was, holy crap, they're not going to stop. They're trying to get her arrested. And Andrea Powers, as you can see in this chat, they're saying that. They're trying to do that. She realized because Nikki, this has gone too far. They provided me with totally separate information that had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with this. I didn't even know this existed. Andrea Powers provided this to me for the purposes, I was not putting it out on the internet. It was for the purposes to put stuff together for my cases, and she said she was going to testify. That's why I would like to see what the dates are.
She came forward,
She
contacted
came
you
forward,
and
yep.
said, I want you
And
to
she said she would testify.
She came forward, contacted you and said, I want to give you our chat messages. That's all I'm asking you.
Yes, and that stopping. It was to do with.
Okay, all right. Next question.
Oh my God.
So you're stating that you were only posting screenshots publicly to your channel for what purpose?
To stick up for myself, Miss Jade, to defend myself. Had nothing to do with other than to stick up for myself.
Against what?
Today,
to show how what you guys have been doing and continuing to do with trolls online, Miss Jade.
Ms. Oriani, have you been able to actually show any of this happening? You have stated and made a lot of allegations and claims, yet have you been able to show any of this happening? You say that you've been responding to it, yet you've yet to provide any actual documentation of the actual posts themselves or videos or comments that you're allegedly responding to.
You actually haven't been in all my court proceedings, Miss Jade, but I provided numerous evidence through all of the videos of made, all of the videos Andrea Powers made, all the videos Shift Happens made. You weren't here for those proceedings, and the biggest person who I've been trying to get into the courtroom to show that has been doing this for you has been evading service. And so, yes, but you haven't been in any of these proceedings, so you wouldn't know what evidence has been or has not been presented.
Answer
Or these other cases that you're speaking of.
Ms. Oriani, who is the respondent here today?
Miss Jade, you asked me a question about other cases. You are the respondent. You are the respondent, Miss Jade, aren't you?
Thank you.
So
not.
Are you?
Listen, you're not. Don't ask her a question again. That's argumentative. She says, "Who's the respondent?"
Miss Jade's the respondent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You keep listing off all of these other people's names. No, I am not familiar with the other proceedings.
She said, no, she's not familiar with the evidence in the other proceedings.
Sorry, am I not coming through well?
Just for that second.
Sorry, I apologize.
Is what you're asking that part of Ms. Oriani's case is she's calling it third-party harassment, the plausible deniability concept, that she's trying to hold you culpable for harassment engaged in by others. And your question is that all this harassment she says she's been subjected to by others, other than her testimony saying it's happened, she hasn't brought proof of that here today.
Yes.
That's the question.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
In 163 pages, again, I think I already answered this. There is evidence of what you've done.
Okay. Her response is that she feels like she showed a causal connection Okay, that's her response.
Also, can I
The
add to
judge
that?
wanted to
She
laugh.
refuses to cough up dates. She couldn't recall things about her and James,
Oh,
the NDA, as far as dates went. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Next question.
So you stated that you believe that the reason I dropped James to the chat was because Andrea Powers was going to testify as a witness for you. Is that true?
I can't speak to the reasons that you did what you did. I can only speak to the fact that at the time, a restraining order against her, that chat hadn't been utilized in over a year, and that Andrea Powers was set to testify in civil proceedings. That is correct. But I have no idea why you did what you did.
Thank you for acknowledging that. How was I ever supposed to have the knowledge that Andrea was potentially going to ever testify for you as a witness? How could I have possibly even known that?
Because James is your good friend, because James online muscle, and because James posted it on his channel that you're a member of, or not a member, but you subscribe to, and he posted daily that Andrea Powers, he's coming for them. Do you want me to play this video about her? Do you want me to show you this file about her? Andrea Powers, do you want me to call your husband? Da, da, da. That's how you would know, because he's your friend and you guys talk often, right? That's what you testified to.
I didn't testify
is her
that we
testimony.
talked often. So, Ms. Oriani, you are admitting that you're just making assumptions that I am having communications and I am talking to specific people about specific things.
Yes.
Miss Jade, on direct examination of you, I'm not making assumptions. You testified to what you testified to when you were cross-examined as to why you put James in that chat. I just can show the evidence to show that you put the links that had to go through for you to be able to add James, and all the people that you could add in the world, you added James. So when could no longer directly harass me anymore, she had to make you the admin, then you immediately added him, then immediately added him to be the admin, then made sure that he could talk in there. Then he says, hi, I run this bitch now, or he says, I run this bitch now, hi, Andrea, and then you did your part, so then you exited the chat. That is what shows me that you 100% with the intent for James. He was the one that said, hi, Andrea. He didn't say hi, Melissa. He didn't say hi, Lala. He said, hi, Andrea, I run this bitch now. And then making post after post about Andrea Powers. It does not take a rocket scientist to see the lengths that you guys went to covertly. You thought that what you thought you were doing wasn't going to get Lala in trouble. That is 100% third-party harassment. Lala made you an admin. You
actually not.
Over this.
But
But Lana wasn't even in the fucking group, was she?
No. So how does she know all this?
And how is that third-party harassment when her ass is out of the fucking group already? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, she only has it because Andrea Powers. She wasn't there.
Right.
That's the basis of a lot of her case, okay? I get it. You disagree that she's proven that that's what was going on, okay? But you don't need to ask her again. She's said that many times, that she believes that you're liable because you added James to the chat, okay? And you keep asking.
Ma'am, you don't even know the answer to that right now. And you're saying that she...
Can we please ask, do we have anything else to ask that's not about things that have already been asked repeatedly?
No. I'll make it easier. No, they don't.
Isn't it true that the very chat that you have submitted into the evidence, Andrea, the person who handed it over to you, is expressing the mental duress and stress that you have put her under and how she was trying to speak out about it?
What Andrea did, in my opinion, was troll you, and she'd been trolling you. Just like she was trolling me, just like she trolls everybody.
Just looking for a yes or no.
That was my answer.
All right, that's her response. Next question.
Earlier, when we were on record, I had stated that that group chat was actually created for Andrea to apologize to me. And you said, well, nowhere within the chat do you see an apology. Why did you lie, Ms. Oriani?
I lied during questioning you?
Yes, you did.
you gave your answer, Miss Jade, that the purpose of this was for her to apologize to you. Then you said, well, no, not really. We can roll back the tape and hear exactly what you said. But my response is that why would anybody need a 3-way chat for someone to 1v1 apologize to somebody, right?
You said, well, why isn't there an apology anywhere in here? Why did you lie?
I didn't believe I was lying. Is there an apology in there?
Okay, so if there's an apology in there, you don't know. So you weren't intentionally trying to misrepresent that.
No, I'm saying that the chat wasn't for the purpose of to apologize to anybody.
Well, that's your belief. You were disagreeing with her.
That was her testimony. I just let her testify. And all I said was I don't know my exact phrasing of the question, but I said, wow, 1,500 pages and all you guys are doing is talking about Lana. We're to apologize about what? And then that's why I said, well, how did you even know that was for the purpose of it? You have to have some type of communication before then so how did that even come about? Because there was no like Lala created the chat. So like I just, and you would see it right there on page 1, page 2, it's not there.
Actually, it would be there on page 1, except you did not submit the entirety of the chat. It was the very first messages of the chat. I have them.
So you can ask her, isn't it true? Because you're not giving testimony now. Jackie, isn't it true that the very first pages of the chat included an apology? That's what she's asking you. Yes or no? Is that true or not true?
I would have to see that.
So you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. She's saying she doesn't know.
Isn't that why it's very important to submit the entirety of the context of conversations? Because when you cherry pick messages, certain things can seem out of context.
You should ask another.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's my answer.
Ding, ding, ding.
And what she's asking you is that, isn't it, if you don't submit the entirety of a conversation or communications and only certain, she's using the term cherry pick, I'll say just certain excerpts, then sometimes things can be taken out of context. Wouldn't you just agree? I'm not saying that you did that, but as a general principle.
Oh, I think the best evidence is definitely completeness of evidence.
Thank you. Okay. Next question.
Thank you. On the record, you also stated that I had sent in an electric tip to the FBI hotline, and you had asked me while I was on the stand.
Objection, misrepresentation of Ms. Oriani's questions.
Okay, how is she misrepresenting it? Because I do remember you asking her about that.
Yeah, Ms. Oriani, I asked her.
Ask her, do you recall with that line of questioning about the electronic, you asked her if she had submitted an electronic tip.
Do you
remember that line of questioning?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what's your question about that?
When I said, no, I had not submitted an FBI tip, you said, well, were you lying then or are you lying now? Do you recall that?
I believe I said, so did you lie to them that you did? Or are you lying here now to say that you didn't?
You asked, what I recall, just not making myself a witness, but I do recall you saying, oh, were you lying to them?
Yes.
Is what I remember her saying.
Because that's part of the statute.
Isn't it true that I never once stated in that group chat that I ever sent in an electric tip? Did I, Ms. Oriani?
In that group chat, what you were referencing throughout it was that you were wanting people to call, you were engaging in it, call the DA. Why does she care where she's gotten the audio? Why can't she play the audio? Then she's coaching you on how to go and make police reports. Then you said, I went and filed the police report. They told me that I can't get her extradited. I can't get her arrested. I have to fly to Ohio to do all of this. That's what's in those chats. So that you did go, you're telling them that you did go to the police. You're telling them that you did try to get me arrested, but that you couldn't because they wouldn't extradite for a misdemeanor. You'd have to come to Ohio. You'd have to file in Ohio. And then you talked about how you were copyright striking my channel. And then you said, well, she's probably going to win on a copyright claim back because why don't you, they're trying to teach you or tell you, not teach you, tell you how to go about filing to make sure that you do what Vanessa did so that it lands. Don't do what Andrea Powers did because they denied her in Texas. You got to do it how Vanessa did it. Let me put together your video strand so it's done like this. Let me clip it all. And then this is what you need to take the thumb drive to the magistrate or the courts and the police. And then that's when Alicia Berry's like, let me ask you a question. Why aren't you going after this bitch, Melissa? This bitch did all this stuff to you. Miss Jade, I did not share your nudes. Okay, Miss Jade, you called and said all these things. When I redirect myself, I will show you what in fact I did do. And again, I did not do anything for the purposes of revenge porning you. I was speaking to another girl, and at the same time that you sent me that, I sent screenshots to May 10th and May 11th. So why would I be sending her something immediately? It's not for the purpose of to humiliate or do anything like that. It was for the purpose of transparency with the person that I was talking to. Okay. That was for my relationship purposes. So that down the road, it wouldn't be like, I'm being truthful with this person. I'm telling her that these people are messaging me. I'm telling her what these people are sending me. And during that interaction, she's like, I don't know Melissa like that. I know that Melissa wrenches for everybody. And I know that Melissa follows my channel and she's in my Facebook group, but I don't know what Miss said to me on 5/10/2021 and 5/11/2021 is that she does not know you like that. And it's her own words. And I will be submitting it on, redirect. So that's my answer to that. You went to the police. You told them that you went to the police. That's in there.
Ask another question, please. If you have.
Do you feel that when somebody has a crime that is committed on them, that it is wrong to seek help from law enforcement?
No.
I think if somebody has a crime committed against them, they should be going to law enforcement instead of online creators on YouTube.
So you agree that it is totally reasonable to go to law enforcement if there is a crime that is committed.
That's what I think law enforcement is for.
It's yes or no.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And we can agree, it is true, that sharing explicit material and dissemination of nude photographs or videos is a crime, correct?
Sharing unsolicited?
Sharing?
No.
Nude?
For the purpose of what, Miss Jade?
Listen, at the end of the day, you're not a.
Okay, then I would object. I'm going to invoke. I'm not answering any questions that have to do with.
I'm not asking you to incriminate yourself. I'm asking if that is a crime.
You're asking for a legal conclusion because I'm going to sustain the objection, okay? Because you're not an attorney, right? You're not a prosecutor.
Objection of relevance.
Well, I'm not sustaining grounds of relevance because you brought up the fact that she went on a sex panel and accused you of things, and that's part of what set all this into motion. Okay, so that's fair game for her to talk about why she may have been talking about those things. Okay, but I'm not that you're asking her to give a legal conclusion. Okay, I'm not.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I'm a lawyer, I'm a magistrate, and I would be uncomfortable asking off the top of my head. Okay, without the statute in front of me confirming what constitutes legally dissemination of news. Okay, unlawful dissemination. Okay, I wouldn't be comfortable asking that. I'm not going to make her answer.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
But so you openly stated that you did share something of mine with. Isn't it true that you also shared my explicit sexual material in your mod chat on the same day?
No, what I shared was I shared screenshots to show that you sent me a screenshot to show that you just contacted me and then sent me something unsolicited, a screenshot to show the communication. Okay. And told, let's see, it was after you went on the sex panel and you accused me of doing all of these things and having all these victims, my moderators prior to that on Wednesday, you had spoken to Larry T, just Larry, and you had texted him at 8:25 p.m. on Wednesday, and the sex scandal panel was on Thursday. You had texted him, and then he went on a channel called The Glare. He's a different YouTube creator.
A Glare?
Baby gap.
What transpired there was that in order to mod for me, you needed to send me nudes in order to mod for me, and that I was blackmailing my mods. So I had to explain to my mod chat, like, this is not what I said to Melissa Jade. That was never the communication I had, because I had 10 women who were above the age of 30 and all the way to 70. Okay. And they couldn't believe what they were being told and hearing, that now these women are being harassed and saying that they're disgusting, and that in order for them to mod for me, I made them do this and do that. And it was you that spoke to Larry on that Wednesday. And then immediately Larry goes on that panel on The Glare, and he tells the world this. And that was why any communication had to happen between, and was in my mod chat privately with these women to show that I never said anything like that. And those women knew that they never provided me with nudes to mod for my channel. That's disgusting. That's ridiculous. But Larry T, just Larry, after speaking with you, which I will be providing that proof here on redirect, that's what happened. And that's why I had to speak to those women, okay, as well as the person that I was talking to defend myself.
Speak, but not show the pictures. You can speak on it, but you can't show the pictures in your mod chat.
Why would you even need to show the pictures? Like,
exactly.
Asshole move.
Yeah, she's irritating.
She is dumb. That's what the problem is. She is as dumb as her block.
Bag of rocks.
Bag of rocks. Thank you.
She's definitely telling the
And
whole world who she is.
Isn't it true you also played part?
I'm sorry, what was you saying, baby?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying she's definitely showing the world who she is. Like, y'all pay attention because this is her.
Yeah, man. I used to like her. I used to think she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think she. Man.
Not anymore, huh, Queen?
Honey, you'd like Satan
Partial of
big enough. You're just too kind-hearted. That's all there is to it.
Oh, that's crazy.
a video of me engaging in a sexual act on your public broadcast on your YouTube
Completely
channel.
wrong. Absolutely.
Okay. So isn't it true that it was Lala who stated in that group chat that you submitted that she had sent in an electric tip to the FBI based on legitimate events that had occurred and had only notified me after she had done so?
In the chat, Lala provided the tip form and wrote in the child exploiting, all the things that she put in there, and then realized that she put it to the wrong chat. She meant to just give it to Andrea Powers 1v1. She put it in with you as well. That's why she then deleted the message. Then you said, I hate deleted messages. And then she said, well, this is what it was. And then she tells you that she has my mod chat and is monitoring me and do whatever you guys want with it. And then you say, well, I don't think giving a tip is going too far. I think real life, dragging kids, family, that's too far. And then I showed that immediately after that, she shows that she said all these things, sent a glitter dick bomb to my house, and you hearted it. That's what I showed.
No.
You're going too far afield. The question was,
Not a glitter dick bomb to the house.
What the hell?
Glitter, not a glitter bomb, but a glitter dick bomb. Okay.
What is it? A glitter dick bomb?
Remember the fucking the golden dick and the glitter bomb that got.
Yes.
What the shit?
It's just a bomb made of glittery dicks.
Son.
It's little dick glitters, Nikki.
Oh. That's actually. Oh, if I can do that to one of my friends, I'm gonna do it.
isn't it true that Lala had already submitted the electronic tip form before she knew about it? That's what she's asking you. If you know.
I have no idea.
Okay, so she doesn't know.
Okay, hold on. I froze, so I'm trying to get my camera back on. 1 second. Am I back?
That chat was meant to gas each other up, to act like they were doing things.
Objection, speculation.
Oh, okay, I thought you.
So isn't it true that Lala was even hesitant to tell me about the tip? Isn't that true, Ms. Oriani?
Lala was hesitant to incriminate herself to you because she didn't know if she could trust you. That's my understanding from it.
And isn't it true that my only response was that I laughed and I simply asked, where was there an electric tip form? That never did I say I sent in a tip, that I was going to, that it's clear that I was just more shocked that there was such a thing as an FBI electric tip form. Isn't that true?
Ms. Jade, it seemed like what you wanted was the tip. You wanted that electronic form because you didn't know, because she had deleted it. So you were asking, well, where is it? So then she provides it. Now, whether or not you used it or not, I believe that you were making it seem as if you used it to the participants.
So you made an assumption, and then you asked me if I was lying on record in court then, or to them. Meanwhile,
no, that's not what I asked if you were lying about.
You were twisting and going a mile a minute, blasting through these exhibits, hoping that I wouldn't catch on. Isn't that true?
No, Miss Jade, I talk fast. That's on me, but it wasn't for the purpose to hope that you didn't catch anything. I'm not here to put anybody in trouble or get anybody a protection order for the purposes of me trying to do wrong by that. I legit believe that you have a problem with working behind the scenes dirty to go real life on people, and you use other people to do it.
Well, let's see about that. You also said that I hearted a message about Lala stating how she sent the glitter bomb.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Your camera has been frozen for the past couple minutes. I was hoping it would fix, but I do need to be able to see you. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
But your image is frozen.
Let me see. I'm not tech savvy at all, so that
I'm not either.
kind of how I know how to do it is like click on and click off and hope it works. Let me see. Or would that mess something up?
I think you could. Why don't you just go ahead and do it? If you can't get logged back in, then just email Mary and I'll have IT make sure. But I think you should be able to log off and log back in on the link.
Well, this one's
Okay,
almost
all right, give me
over,
one
so we'll
second.
just pop a new one in because I don't know. I was gonna say, well, here I guess it does.
Jeez. This is just terrible, man. It's like
Whoever, listen, real quick, Jigsaw in the back is not
I just
handing
got
over
a
good
PDF
notes.
from her, if that's
Lana.
okay.
That's fine.
okay, Jigsaw. Jesus Christ.
No,
I'm just reminding her the evidence, like this is exhibit this is exhibit this.
I understand.
Her investigator, her detective, as she called her.
Yep.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm gonna try to come in the app because this isn't.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think you're right, Queen. The next one. Yeah.
Oh, because I can't see
That's
myself.
not on.
Oh my goodness.
That is wild. Like
It's about to get. I heard the
glitter
closing.
bombs and just the tips, and you hearted it. And oh my god!
All right, we are back on the record. We had Miss.
Here comes the closing.
Yeah, this sounds like fucking. All right, here we go.
Rock and roll.
Camera operational now. Thank you for taking care of that, and we can continue.
For your patience. So am I good to just resume?
Yes, please.
Okay. So isn't it true that my responses in that chat include telling Lala that I do not support going real life, dragging kids, or anything of that sort?
That's what you wrote in there.
Now, before we had taken our break, you had also stated that Lala had spoken about sending a glitter bomb to your home and sending photos of it, which I hearted.
That's correct.
And you also stated that earlier on the record when we were previously here. Is that correct?
I'm saying that you acknowledge the.
She's asking you.
I don't go real life either, but this one time she was shitty to you, me, and Shift. So I did, and then she said da da da, and then sent the pictures of.
She can't just say yes or no.
Nope.
Can't. No,
She can't.
She's
This is a
incapable.
question, is
I
what she
think
does.
she has to give the reasoning behind it every single time, and it's like just shut up and answer.
Yes.
For everything.
She's stupid. She's an idiot. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, how could be someone just continuously be so dumb? I don't know.
The glitter dick bombs, and that's when you hearted it. So she was telling you about this time that she in fact did go real life, and that you hearted it. That's how I responded.
She did not actually say at all what she did she? In that message. What specifically did she say?
You heard the comment that she implied that she doesn't go real life. Oh, but this one time she was a petty bitch, and she sent what she says ... Then she sends you the pics, and you heard the message about her going real life.
Let's pull up that message. And you also are stating that she sent me the photos of the glitter bomb she sent to your home.
That's what she's implying on. That's what I believe she's implying.
That's not what you said. You said she sent me the photos of the glitter bomb.
I asked you that question. Did she send you the photos? They're in the chat.
That is not true, is it?
Yes, Mary sent you in there was to tell you about the glitter dick bombs and going real life. Yes.
What exactly did she send in the chat, Miss Oriani?
Are you asking me to go look at an exhibit, Miss Jade?
Yep, I'm gonna find it.
Can you recall exactly what she sent you?
What she sent
Oh, I
you?
know. I'm sorry.
My line of question to Miss Jade was, you don't approve of real life stuff, dragging kids, doing all that. Then literally the next sentences out of Barry's mouth are her going real life and she's hurting it.
Okay, do you remember what page it was on?
Oh.
Yes, it's exhibit 1 and it's page 27. I believe it's about 27. It doesn't give me the exact number. So 1, objection, rule of completion. These messages are cut off. All of these messages are cut off out of context, not there. But 1, where within this message does she specifically state that she ever sent something to your home?
She uses the words real life. Do you see that?
She was being a real shit to me. I see that.
Can you just read the whole phrase that she writes?
Okay. No, I don't do anything like that. Everything I say in lives and on my videos is exactly what I do. Well, except it's cut off. One time, ... What happened was ... She was being a real shit to you, me and Shift ... And so was being pet. It's cut off. M ...
Yeah, and then the next, look at the time. So you write what you write. That's a response to what you said, not going real life. She was responding to your statement. Okay?
Correct.
That's how that, look at the timestamps. So she
correct.
immediately responds to your statement. Then she immediately sends those 2 pics. But what you are hurting is her comment about this one time, her going real life. What do you think that she means by this? What do you think that, well, except this one time. That's how I interpret it, Miss Jade. If you're interpreting it a different way, you can talk about how you interpret it.
Okay,
were you making
the that she's interpreting that is she's inferring that Aunt Lala had told you about the glitter bomb. I understand your point. It doesn't specifically say in here, and I sent her a glitter bomb, correct, Ms. Oriani?
No, she sends the pictures of the glitter bomb. But yes,
You
are
are-
the state are the words. The point of what I was.
The picture, but never does she say I sent her a glitter bomb. That's what she's asking you. And
You smell armpits.
All right.
She doesn't use the word dick bomb, but what I had asked you about was that you wrote this first, and it was a response because you said you don't do those things. So she's saying that, and then she says, except this one time. So it doesn't matter what she's actually saying she did. She is admitting to you, except this one time, whatever it is that she did, went real life, and you hearted it. That is what I showed in a continuous order to say that you were fine with that. You were fine with going real life. You hearted the comment. That is what I'm showing, is that you were fully participating knowingly that she is telling you that she goes real life.
Ms. Oriani, are you openly stating in court that the photos that are on this page right here are the photos of the glitter bomb that were sent to your home?
What I'm showing is your guys' no, I have no idea those are the those, what that is that's a advertisement for what you would purchase.
Okay, thank you. Next question.
Well, that's very important because just a moment ago and at our last hearing, you said that I hearted photos of something that was privately sent.
No, I said you hearted the words. I never said you hearted photos.
Isn't that actually a gift? That is actually a gift in the chat, is it not? That is not anything that was sent to your home, correct? Isn't that correct, Ms. Oriani?
Gifts on emojis can't be sent to people's homes. She was sending you what she had. That was to show you what she sent me. Okay, she wasn't there, I don't think, monitoring me with a recording device to see what was sent and how it was sent. Okay, but there's already been testimony in a completely different trial hearing of admitting to what she did.
Is this?
And she's telling you about it. That's what I asked you about. I asked you about the hearting of the words. That's what I asked and answered.
Is this a protection order for you and Ms.
I have a protection order, and so does my minor child against.
Right. So this is a protection order for you and myself, correct?
This case is about between you two.
Yes. Yes.
So anything that has to do with you and is between you and me.
The date on when this was occurring, I didn't have a protection order yet against.
Answer.
This is her interactions with people and what she was doing collectively by herself and with others is what landed a protection order, Miss Jade. Okay.
Is there anywhere in this chat that Miss me what she was going to do, what she had intentions of doing, or what she had done?
In this chat?
Anywhere within this chat.
Well, I'm going to just answer this question. Right there, she tells you that she went real life on me.
Where did she say your name?
Oh my God.
Because of what you said. You have to read up through the comments before that.
Which comments? A lot are missing.
No, not in the sections where they were continuous.
Okay, you're making inferences based on what you read because she says everything I say in lives and on my vids is exactly what I do. Then she says, well, except one time, and she's alluding to something else she did.
Yep.
And you believe she's alluding to when she sent a glitter dick bomb to your house, is what you believe. That's the conclusion you're reaching, right? But it doesn't spell it out.
Yeah, I asked her if she knew about her sending. Oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't spell it out in here what she did. She's alluding to something. You believe what she's alluding to is that glitter dick bomb sent to your house, and it's your belief that Miss
This judge said glitter dick bomb.
Yes. Every time she says it, I'm
No,
dead.
I'm not saying that she knows. I'm saying that she's hearting the message that we're missing. It doesn't matter what she did. She's hearting the statement to say that she went real life. It doesn't matter what she did to go real life. She doesn't say it, but she says, oh, except for this one time.
Okay, that's what she's saying, that was the relevance of her testimony, is she just wanted to point out to the court that she did something and you hearted it. Whatever that something may be, maybe it was a glitter dick bomb, maybe it wasn't. She said that the actual relevance is just the fact that you hearted the fact that something to Miss Royani. Okay?
I understand.
Move on?
I just
You hearted the
importance though is
glitter
that those
dick
are
bomb.
gifts, and that is
I
not.
know that. I know that.
Oh my God.
And so, let me jump back.
I'm so dead with that. And you hearted it. Maybe
You
didn't.
hearted the glitter dick bomb. You harassed me. You're a terrible person.
Oh,
Queen said,
shit.
hearing the judge say
So, is
glitter
it a
dick
habit of yours, Miss
after
Oriani,
you
to talk
fuck up.
very, very fast through your exhibits with intentions of myself and the magistrate not to catch things?
Objection asked and answered.
You can say yes or no.
My
You can
intent.
say no, that's not your intention. I hope it's not. Is it?
My intent.
Unless it is.
No, my.
It's yes or no.
No, I
So
try to. No.
Okay, next question.
Is your intention to create an overwhelming amount of chaos with your words so you can distract from the lack of evidence you're able to provide?
Yeah.
Objection compound.
No, that's the wrong
What?
objection.
Yes or no?
So you had such an issue with me hearting the comment regarding Lala, even implying me knowing about that glitter bomb sent to your home. Yet the only person who has a history of sending things to people's homes in this courtroom is you, Miss Oriani. Isn't that correct?
Yep.
Nowhere in my testimony did I say at all that my testimony, it wasn't even my testimony. During my cross-examination of you, I asked you questions about real life, and you said in the chat that you don't go real life. And what I was pointing out is, but you don't have problems if other people do it for you. And that's what I was showing, is that you say that you don't do these things. Then this person tells you what they do and that they've done it, and you heart it. So what I was showing to the courts,
Deflection.
and what I've been showing to the courts, is that you want plausible deniability. You want to make it seem like you don't do things, so you encourage other people to do things for you. You entice them, you make up stories to them, you lie to them to make you feel like the victim, so they have to come and be your savior online and then go and attack people. That is what you do. That is your MO.
Okay, so you would deny, because her actual question was, isn't it true that you're the only person in the room that has a history of sending things to people's homes? You can say yes or no to that.
For the purpose of what? I've sent, I don't know what that, no, I don't, I'm not the only person that's probably sent anybody anything in this room. I have no idea what it's in reference to.
Okay, that's fair.
Isn't it true, Miss Oriani, that you abused the YouTube copyright system where you obtained a fellow YouTube creator's address, where you then proceeded to send them a DoorDash? Where
Absolutely not. No.
Where you then took their address, made the DoorDash driver believe that you live there to obtain photos, and then went on a live broadcast and used that creator's photos as a thumbnail. Isn't that true, Miss Oriani?
Objection compound.
Yes, that is true. Yes.
I don't understand the relevance. Is there something in particular you're talking about?
It happened.
Are you talking about
True.
yourself?
No.
Who are you talking about?
Mandy, and I submitted it as evidence.
Okay.
Come on,
What's
Judge,
the
get it together.
relevance?
Well, I'm trying to show that everything she's claiming I have done, there's no evidence and I have never done it, but she is in fact the exact person who is doing this to myself and many others. She is exactly what she is claiming she is the victim of. She is the harasser here.
Okay, well, listen, I would caution you though, because I understand your point that if somebody, especially to these circumstances, if somebody's trying to say that certain conduct, especially internet activities, is causing mental stress, then it would be relevant to show that if they too engage in similar conduct, that it really isn't causing distress. But Ms. Oriani is also not the one, quote unquote, on trial, okay? So what's really relevant is to what is going on between the two of you, not what, because it's also true under the law. She doesn't have to have clean hands. It could be true that she's done things to other people, but if it doesn't involve you, it could be true that you're also doing things to her. Do you understand my point? Is that so?
I do
spend
understand.
too much time on this and putting her on trial now, especially if it's not things that she's done to you. If it's done to other people, then it's just marginally relevant.
I do understand.
All
Thank
right,
you for the
you.
guidance. Okay.
I mean, right now you would deny that you've done something like that, Ms. Oriani. Is that what I heard you say? That that's not true? That,
Well, the reason I object to being compound, Your Honor, is because she was talking about how I obtained an address, first of all. Then she asked within it that I sent that. So it would be like I have to answer multiple
I know, you
ways.
can break
So
it down, but again, I don't want to spend
yeah,
too
like,
much
and
time
then
on this.
and I think that you said it best is that
Okay, well, my night was completed because Glitter Dick has now joined the chat.
Glitter Dick. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Glitter Dick
Oh,
bomb.
man.
Little bomb, too,
Glitter
right?
Dick is bomb.
You haven't had a dick till you've had a glitter dick.
What's the relevancy in it? And so I just hadn't spoken since that whole thing. So I don't know if that was she was rephrasing questions, if you were allowing it.
Right. I mean, if you want to go down that line of questioning, you do have to break it down because you threw a lot out there. Okay.
I did. I apologize.
Okay.
It's okay. We can move on from it. It's okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So the one video that you did reference in the chat that I did aid Andrea in with the hashtags, is there a reason that you omitted the screenshots of the actual video itself that was in the original chat and what the video was?
No, there was no reason I'm omitting anything. I did it for the purpose of to condense exhibits. Like I said, it was 2 binders completely full. I've been coming in and dragging ridiculous amounts of material with me, and I brought and tried to condense things down as much as I could. But I have no problem, like I said, showing all of that. So no, the purpose for me to, there was no reason behind it. I was trying to hit on points. But if you want to break down Andrea Powers' video and why that video is the one that's in evidence, we can do that.
So do you still agree with your prior statement that I was responsible for hashtagging your nonprofit and your name and filling up the algorithm? And I don't remember verbatim your exact words, but along lines of filling up the algorithm, and it was, I was responsible, and that was what you used as the example.
Sidebar.
As me tagging you and promoting videos.
Again, this is compound. I will break it down though.
I apologize. I'll try to break it down if you want.
I can answer questions to help you. I mean, number one, the reason it was in evidence is to show that you were part of the process of making a version of the video that mattered to get it out to the masses is how you wanted it hashtagged. And it says in the evidence that shows that you need to do it like, she asked, did I do this right? And you say, no, you need to go to the descriptions and you need to write this, everything that is in there. And then you said, okay, do you want it promoted? So is it cool if I pass this link around? And then you say, look, it's getting passed around. Everybody has it. Do you want me to send it to Lindsay? If you actually go through the whole chat, I was simply using the portion to show that you were effectively, and without being asked, you said the Denver Post, you said fight for a family. And then when you associate it with the video is of Andrea Powers saying that I want to give Chris Watts a blowjob. Isn't that correct? And that they use an eggplant for his penis. Isn't that correct? That's the video. And so you wanted that to infiltrate my name, my nonprofit. And I don't live in Denver. Do you live in Denver? Why are you hashtagging the Denver Post? And the reason that's important is because I had an upcoming hearing in Denver, Colorado. This was part of the process of guys were sending stuff to the magistrate. They're Googling me, and you guys are making it so that these videos are seen by the magistrate in Denver. And that's why you're the one that said the Denver Post, hashtag the Denver Post. Why would you hashtag the Denver Post? I don't live in Denver. You don't live in Denver. Andrea Powers doesn't live in Denver. There's only one person that lives in Denver, Colorado, and that's been. And Miss Oriani was traveling to Denver for a hearing, literally into the next day. She got on a plane on January 25th, and you guys were doing that on January 24th. Miss Oriani had a hearing that Miss asked for a continuance after Miss Oriani flew all the way there, knowing that she didn't have an attorney yet. She waited till Miss Oriani landed. Then she hired an attorney once Miss Oriani landed.
Look at that.
Because she was watching her YouTube channel to see that Miss Oriani had landed in Denver. So then she went and got an attorney. Their attorneys made a motion, and then Miss Oriani was there, spent a lot of money, a lot of time, and was away from her child, and then needed to go back out there. Had Miss Oriani done a little bit more research, Miss Oriani didn't need to go back out there. Denver had no jurisdiction over me. But that's what you guys were doing to infiltrate the algorithm so that my name would be seen with a video that said I wanted to give Chris Watts a blowjob.
Oh my God.
So.
Oh my God. Man.
That was chopped and spliced. So that was your calling and your doing to do Denver Post. Nobody else is
Chopped
yours.
and screwed, baby.
The algorithm has been infiltrated.
Who's jealous they didn't get a glitter dick bomb?
They infiltrated the algorithms.
The algorithm has been infiltrated.
Attention, true crime community.
The algorithm has been infiltrated.
I repeat, the algorithms have been infiltrated.
You got glitter bombs flying around.
Glitter bombs flying around everywhere.
Well, it makes you say, why are you stating that it was my calling to do that?
That's what you wrote in the comments. You wrote hashtag the Denver Post. When we put you back on, you can answer why you chose to hashtag the Denver Post.
Or isn't it true that we could just look at the full context of the group? Because if you submitted the full context, you would see that Andrea sent the screenshot originally before I ever responded. And it contained all of the hashtags.
Well, then if you have it there, can you please read it to me so I can know what it says?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead, because what I'm showing in my evidence is how you wanted the Denver Post added. You wanted Fight for the Family added.
And isn't it true that it was not my suggestions at all? And it was already hashtags that Andrea had in, and she was asking me if she had done them right. And I was simply telling her how to adjust what was already there. Isn't that true?
No, you had said, no, you said you need to do this. And then you
based on the
That's what
screenshot.
she's asking you, that she was just telling her how to fix it, but she wasn't telling her who to hashtag.
Yeah, she was telling her who to hashtag.
So you believe that because her point is that Andrea had already picked who she was trying to hashtag. She just didn't do it right.
No. Yeah. So that's why.
Don't file a defamation.
Defamation.
Don't fucking do it, okay?
Stop the cap. Don't do defamations. Defamations are bad.
I was compound. No, Andrea Powers already had hashtags. Melissa Jade wanted these hashtags added, which was
Okay, that's what you believe happened.
oh, it's in the, I know that it is there because she says she adds it herself. Melissa Jade is the one that says hashtag fight for a family, hashtag the Denver Post.
Listen, I understand your point is that you didn't pick those hashtags, that you're just showing her how to fix it. You're gonna have to tell me that under oath because she's reading this, she thinks that's what happened. Okay, you can argue with her, not argue, you can keep asking. That's what she believes it shows. If you believe something different happened, you just need to tell me that when it's your turn to testify. Okay?
Thank you. So you say that, that one instance of me even aiding Andrea in the tagging of your name or business was to infiltrate and infiltrate your name and your nonprofit. Yet I have submitted, isn't it true that I have submitted 30 different
times? Compound.
It's not, she hasn't gotten her question yet.
Well, she just asked one question, now she's asking another.
She didn't ask the question yet. Go ahead, what's your question then?
I apologize, I'll try to do better.
So sometimes she's giving you the background of what she's getting to. So she hasn't asked a question yet. Go ahead.
So you state that one instance of me even helping with the tagging of your nonprofit and your name is infiltrating and ruining the algorithm and destroying your credibility, hence why you even have to respond and do all of these videos. Yet.
Okay, stop there. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that you put out a video, or Andrea Powers putting out a video that is saying that this out of the blue, I want to give Chris Watts a blowjob, okay? And right before I'm going to trial or a hearing out in Denver, you want it added, the Denver Post, and you want people that look at my nonprofit, Fight for a Family, to hear and see Andrea Powers' crushed up, out of text video saying that I want to give Chris Watts a blowjob associated with my Fight for a Family, because Andrea Powers did not have my nonprofit listed, and nor did she have anything to do with Denver listed. And that's what I'm still saying, that's one instance. There's more instances, but you're referring to this. So yeah, I think it shows that you're engaging and enticing and promoting hate, because all I got from that video was how I wanted to get on, how I wanted to give Chris Watts a blowjob, and people were emailing me and contacting me through the nonprofit who no longer wanted to be involved with the nonprofit because you guys were calling me pervert.
Isn't it true that video was an apology video?
An apology video?
That's what she
Always ask a question back.
No, I'm under the impression that the videos that Andrea Powers made and that I've seen and that she provided and that I have, all of those links and this one, those are videos that are trying to humiliate Miss Oriani.
Isn't it true that the chat even contains the screenshot along with the tags that shows the description, which contains an apology to all of the people that you had her look up and for all of the activity that she engaged in while she was with you?
What Miss Powers would be claiming, that would be me speculating on whatever Miss Powers was doing. All I'm showing is what you did and with this chat, to take something and you wanted stuff added to it for the reasons for it to reach certain people. That was your purpose. That's what I had presented, and that you were 100% engaging in this behavior and for the purpose to humiliate. Whatever Miss Powers told you, okay, this is a person that told you, tried to come for you. Miss Oriani provided you that information. Miss Oriani showed you how she had Fabio looking you up. She provided this for you because she thinks that's disgusting. This is then the person that you then engaged with and was doing this behavior with and for. I'm not going to sit here and tell you why Miss Powers did certain things. What I'm showing in your guys' chat is that if she was so sorry as you claim, then why is she continuing on her actions with making a video to talk about and make it seem like I want to give a blowjob to Chris Watts? That doesn't seem like much of an apology. That seems like a humiliating video. So she's apologizing to people by humiliating me?
I disagree with Miss apology video. Got it. Next question.
And Miss Powers is the one that you're currently going to have testify as a witness for you and the one who gave you the chat, correct?
For purposes of, not in this hearing,
Correct, as a witness in another hearing.
Just because you're a witness for somebody, Miss Jade, doesn't mean that there's numerous reasons that you can be a witness, Miss Jade, and I'll leave it at that.
No need for credibility with a witness, correct?
It's for credibility. If
That's
somebody
basically
wants to
what
admit
you're
on
saying, is it
stand what
not?
they did to somebody and what they were engaging in, and they can clarify what their purpose was, I think that could definitely most certainly be credible. Crafton Barnes was deemed credible in this courtroom, and that man had done some really not poor things to me. So that's up to the court to determine credibility. That's not up
Well,
to
isn't
me.
it true that the judge in Colorado deemed you to be not credible after 8 hours of testimony?
The judge in Colorado chose to believe Vanessa Walsh's testimony.
Objection. That's not what I asked.
Listen, it's yes or no. Did the judge deem you to be not credible? I mean, you brought up the fact that
Yes.
Captain Barnes'
Yes.
credibility, so you can't.
Yes. The judge in the magistrate in Colorado said that my testimony.
That's all I need. Thank you. That's all I need to know. Thank you. So
nice.
the one instance that you have submitted into evidence of me even aiding in tagging your channel, I have submitted. Isn't it true that I have submitted 30 different times that you have directly tagged my channel?
Objection. We're not here putting Ms. Oriani on trial for what Ms. Oriani has.
Stop talking in third person.
Are highly relevant.
Yeah.
No matter which way it's coming from. She's asking you, is it true that she submitted evidence to you?
I haven't seen any of them.
Okay,
So-
but listen, did you not? We did forward on the exhibits that were submitted some months ago. Yes. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
And you chose not to look at them.
I have looked at it. I'm saying in front of me right now, I've not been handed an exhibit or say, look at this exhibit for me.
Okay, so your point is that you can't remember
What the 30 exhibits
submitted,
are.
so you don't recall. That's fine.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all she can say is she can't remember off the top of her head what's in your exhibits. All right.
Would you like me to walk you through them, Ms. Oriani?
Are you asking if?
I'm asking her.
Miss Jade.
You're asking her if she'd like that. She's going to say no. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're free to do that. If that's what you want to do, you can do that.
I'm simply asking.
All right. She's
Are
asking
you
if you'd
aware?
like her to do that. You can say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. She said yes. So would you deny, Ms. Oriani, that was it tagged?
Direct tags. I'm not even referring to mentions where she's talked about me. I'm talking about a direct tag where I have been notified and
Does she
emailed.
have proof in her exhibits that you have sent her things and tagged her? Does that surprise you? Or you won't admit you've done that?
I've already admitted that I've done that, but what I want to know is what is she specifically referring to when she says things? Because what I've ever tagged her or hashtagged her in has been directly to show, like I said, to defend what she originally started against me, which was the sex panel. I was on a mission to prove what these people did to me.
It's yes or no. So yes, you tagged her. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
ask me what was the purpose for it?
Is it fair to say that the sex panel is really the only thing that you can show?
No.
I didn't finish my question. When you refer to responding to, are you only referring to the sex panel?
No, I'm using that to show when this started. That's what the sex panel is showing, is a start point. The sex panel is showing a start point. And then the sex panel shows at different points since then and all the way to now that has come up. Because like I said, I don't know about you, but if somebody was to accuse you of having 16 to 17 victims,
objection.
I think you're going to, when you have an online presence, like I did, I am trying to grow my livelihood, Your Honor, and they're making it a point to, anytime I go and cover a case, they're contacting the Sheldon Jeter Jr. family. I work on that whole court case.
All right, hold on, because you wanted to know if the sex panel was the only thing she was talking about that you've been involved in that has caused her mental distress. She's saying it goes beyond that.
Way
That
beyond
it goes
it.
beyond that when she talks about other court cases that.
They either start covering it, they start contacting the people that are involved, they contact the families, they tell them, and like I said, then they start hashtagging the new case that I'm on, whatever my tagline is for that case, they start hashtagging it. So it was the sex panel is to show, however, 11 days before knew this person named Melissa Jade. Then within 11 days, this takes off. And what I was showing is that this didn't start over 11-day period. These people came for me. They knew about me prior to because of the Chris Watts case. And then it's continued on to say.
She's just explaining that this is what her case is about, okay?
I know, but I'm going to still make objections, so it's on the record.
All right, what's the question?
Um,
It's more helpful if you ask yes or no questions then, okay?
I think I am.
Listen, don't interrupt me, please.
I'm sorry.
You did ask her, isn't it true that you started to open the door about this is the only thing that she's here for. She's upset about the sex panel. So she's elaborating, and I'm allowing some of this in because she still gets to redirect herself, and you've done a lot of it already, so I'm not gonna let you rehash everything. Okay. Sometimes it's just more efficient to let her explain her answer. Okay. That's why I was letting that in, because what you're getting at is you trying to get an understanding, and we've been over and over about what you're trying to get an understanding as to what her case is about, what she said you've done. So now she's expanding on that and talking about how she feels like they are coming after every time she covers another case, that they have to get involved in everything. So she says that she feels like it goes beyond just the sex panel. It goes to everything that she tries to do with her YouTube channel, that they infiltrate and start tagging, start contacting people. That's her response. Okay?
And you're part of the day.
Listen, Don't interrupt. Nobody's asking you anything, okay? So with that, let's move on to another question. You have another one. And like I said, if you do not want her expounding on everything, then try to ask just yes or no questions.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, we are back on the record. We have Miss.
We on 16 or 17?
Oh
believe
gosh, I don't know.
15 or 16. We start with 13.
I'm gonna say maybe
15 or
16.
16.
I think so. I think we're on 16.
I think we're on 16 because we just watched 15 all the way through, right?
Yeah,
After this,
it's just
I'll probably shut her down because I know Burnt Toast will be going live here anytime.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if you saw the back chat or not, Mama, but you may want to look real quick before you start.
yeah. Oh, she just went live. Okay. All right. We'll finish this and then I'll shut it down because I want to go watch her live.
Okay.
Isn't it true that Isn't it true that harassment consists of repeated behaviors and patterns specifically targeting you?
Does she want me to speak to a legal definition?
Would that be? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand what your question is.
Hmm.
Are you asking her that harassment has to be behavior that specifically targets her?
Well, it would be a consistent, repeated pattern of behavior focused on her.
Oh no. Glitter Dick Bomb says, I refuse delivery to Toasty or Queen, but I'll keep your money.
Oh no, glitter bomb, no, glitter dick, no. I don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
Yes, I was gonna say Bird's House. So anybody that wants to go over there and watch her stuff with Betty, head on over there. We're gonna go over this real fast and then I'm gonna head over there too. So
See, I'm saying
that was funny
awesome.
to me. Okay, here we go.
Glitter dick, no.
That's what you're
Oh,
asking.
God.
Is that what harassment is? I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the question.
I mean, unless y'all would rather stop now. Would you guys rather stop now and then come back later and finish it after Toasty's done, or come back tomorrow? What do you guys want to do?
I think it's better to come back tomorrow or come back. You know what I mean? Like, I think probably because I'm not gonna be around. You guys can do it whichever you want, but I won't be around. But
what time is 7:45 your time, Queen?
Yeah. So what time's Toast? Yeah, I think like Toasty's probably
Toasty usually goes until about 9:30. So
yeah, I think it's
sometimes
probably
10. That's a little late here. You know what I mean? For me to start in on this, that's kind of late. You know.
Yeah, better to start tomorrow. You're already at this one. We're almost, you know, you got a lot done, and it's better to just start with that one. You know what I mean?
Good stuff's coming.
We'll get this done eventually. One day. The never-ending fucking protection.
All right, so we're on number
order.
16, you guys. Make sure you guys know we're on number 16 then, okay? We're at the start of number 16.
Yeah.
All right, so when we
All
start,
right.
we'll start tomorrow morning because we'll go over to Toasty. So we'll start tomorrow morning.
All right. Good talk to you guys. You have a
Numbers,
good
you know
one.
what I mean? Or tomorrow afternoon, whatever works, on 16.
Alrighty. Sounds
Okay.
good.
No, we're not done to the closing yet. We just started number 16 here, so
yeah.
Sweet 16. But if we let this play through, it's 40 minutes and it's already 7:45, so we're 15 minutes off of Toasties already. So we need to get our butts over there because I support her. She supports me. And she's been very supportive of this lawsuit and the shit and all the bullshit that I've done. This right here is what we're going to be dealing with Betty, you guys. So get ready. Hopefully our judge ain't going to do this, and I got an attorney, so it ain't going to last like this. It ain't going to go nothing like this, but.
Well, maybe if you have time later, if you want to pop on, I'm down. Just let me know.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we might. I mean, we ain't got no school tomorrow either because it's too cold, so I'll be up late.
Word.
So it depends on, you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll try to come back on here tonight. If not, we'll come back on tomorrow.
All right, cool.
We might go to the Hive, just talk some shit for a little bit or something, you know?
I'm down. Let me know. All right, see you a little bit.
Okay, I'll see you guys over at Burnt Toast. Let me go grab her link so anybody that doesn't have her link can go over there. I want to make sure you guys, for anybody that doesn't know or doesn't have her live stream link here. She's going over some more bullshit, some more of Betty's bullshit. All right, let's see here. Here is Toasty's link. Oh, Ninny's got it. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see you. Either I will see you over there, I will see you later, or I will see you tomorrow. We might come back on the Hive and shoot the shit. I don't know how. Depends on how long Toasty's on here. If she's not on a long time, then we'll come back on and go through some more. I sent you a glitter dick for free, Queen Bee. Oh, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. I'm packing. See you tomorrow from the UPS truck. Uh-oh. I'll wait. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I'll see y'all at Toasties, or I'll catch y'all back over here later. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for being here.